Good morning. It's the 20th, I think, of May. I've been looking at the piece in the Toronto Star, the big debate about whether or not Canada should be invited to become a non-permanent member of the Security Council. And we're going to have to come to some conclusion about that. My vote would be no, on the following grounds. That, one, the Trudeau government does not represent the feelings of the Canadian people. Consistently, they follow policies, particularly in terms of the Zionist policies of the Canadian government, that the Canadian people do not subscribe to. They're determined to allow the continued raping of the Wet'suwet'en land, digging dirty oil and spreading it all around the world, against the wishes of most of the people, because they are following the tried and tested model of a government that represents corporations and not people. So on those grounds, I think such a government should not be given the responsibility of being a temporary member of the Security Council. As when I saw that I was going to make a tiny message about this morning, I went back to look at my history. On the 29th of November 2012, I made a speech to the Human Rights Committee of the General Assembly of the United Nations in New York, on the day that the General Assembly had the vote to decide whether Palestine should be granted statehood, even as an observer state within the General Assembly of the United Nations, which vote was passed by an overwhelming majority by the peoples of the United Nations. I took the trouble, though, to see who voted against the motion, and here they are in alphabetical order. So this is the nail in the coffin of anybody making a case that Canada should be on the Security Council, until such time as it starts reflecting modern thinking about human rights, and so on and so forth. Here we go. In alphabetical order, those against: Canada, the Czech Republic, Israel, the Marshall Islands, Micronesia, Nauru, Palau, Panama, and the United States of America. And that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 votes against. I believe there were 133 votes for the motion. Please, Ireland would be my vote, because the Irish are a good and kind people, and they think things through, and they don't just do as they're told by this cabal that we're talking about here. You can understand the Marshall Islanders having to do what they're told. They were, after all, bombarded with nuclear weapons for 12 years after the Second World War, and probably have never got over it, and are probably a little bit scared of what might happen to the Marshall Islands if they don't do what they're told to by the United States of America and Israel. On va voir. Anyway, I've had my say. Please do not make Canada a member, even temporary, of the Security Council of the United Nations. Thank you.